Hey, welcome back you beans to another video here on the channel. Today we're doing another how to tame video, and today's episode is the Thyla. Hey, how you doing? Welcome. So I know I said that I'll do how to tame videos and upload another video on the same day, but I've ran out of time to record a normal video, so unfortunately today you're only getting a how to tame video. It's also lockdown again, so welcome, and never mind all that. Let's get into this. We're currently in players only mode because today we're taming the Thyla, which is insanely annoying to tame. Okay, so a lot of people have been asking me to do these sort of videos not in creative mode. I use creative mode because it makes it a lot easier for when stuff attacks you and you don't want to die. But I can understand where people are coming from. It's a little bit easier in creative mode. So today I'm going to be showing you in normal mode. But I want to play a game with you first. Can you spot the Thyla? You got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Did you spot the Thyla? Is right there. Bang. So this is why we're in players only mode, so I can show you these things before we go into any details. So Thyla stay in the redwoods. You can only find them in the redwoods. On any map that has redwoods, you'll probably see a Thyla. Now this guy will hide in the tree as he is right now. So we'll just admin cheating over here. So this little guy sticks in the tree like this. You'll always find them about midway up a tree. And let me tell you, when you're flying through here, you do not see them. So you're flying through, and then these guys will launch at you, knock you off your mount, and pin you to the floor while munching on your face. And I've already lost it. I mean, like, there it is. They're just so, they blend in so well. Obviously, when you have the event color ones, they don't blend in so well. But this is what the Thyla looks like in a tree. Best way I've seen to really tame these, or to notice them, is just to have a flyer. Fly above the tree line if you can, as high up as you can, and just sort of look around each branch if you're trying to tame one. If you want to avoid them, just fly like up here. When you're going over redwoods, just fly above the redwoods. You would avoid them. Now, if you're at the point where you can transfer new creatures from other maps, Snow Owl's amazing for finding Thylas. Use the C mode, and as you can see, as you get a little bit closer, it's not showing at the moment too well, but you can see it there. If I was in not players only, it would show a lot better. But in players only, the creatures don't have heat signatures. They just sort of froze there. But you'll see this guy really easy. This is why I've got him here, so I could find one for the purpose of this video. Okay, so how are we going to tame this guy? Well, basically, we're going to turn off players only in the moment. I'm just going to make my way down here. Not in creative mode, so there's a chance of death. Once you've spotted your Thyla that you want to tame, as is right there, you want to keep your distance. So we're going to go back into... We're back into players now. So this guy is live. He's looking around. As you can see, he's a little bit anxious to kill something. What we're going to do is, we've seen that guy. We're going to chuck down a trap. Make sure you clear the area. If you had a tame, that would be great. Obviously, I don't have a tame right now. And we're going to put down a basic trap like this. Okay. Leaves us with a build like this. So you got your 4 foundations, a wall that is too high either side, and then a little ramp to help you get down. Now you're going to need a long neck, or at least something that can shoot the distance. A crossbow would work, but if you're getting a Thyla, you're probably at the long neck stage. So we've got our long neck. Okay, so there's 2 ways that you can do this. The objective for both of these ways is to get this guy in this trap. So either way, the start of this is you're going to shoot it. So you're going to shoot it with a long neck, crossbow, something that will hit it at range so it doesn't pounce at you. Once you've shot it, it will fall out the tree and be on the floor. It will also run at you, so be ready to run. Now, if you're doing this with an RG or something that can pick it up, an RG or a Quetzal, you want to shoot this guy, it falls out the tree, you jump on your RG, swoop down, pick it up, drop it in the trap. I'm going to show you on foot because the RG method's a lot easier. So, I mean, I want to show you the more hard method if you don't have an RG or if you don't want to use an RG. So we're going to shoot this guy, which is going to cause him to fall off and then get really mad and run at us. What we're going to do is we're going to stay here and we're going to hold our ground. Preferably if the trap was facing this guy, it'd be amazing. Okay, here we go. So as he comes up, we're going to run in. Whoop, whoop. Okay, we did get a hit on us and we've got that bleed effect. But if you've got enough health, that should be fine. Now this guy's in the trap. I mean, how easy was that? That was pretty easy. Shot him out the tree, he didn't pounce. Now we're going to knock this guy out. I would recommend using trank darts with a really good long neck. I have spawned this long neck in, so even though I'm not doing it in creative, we still have an OP rifle to make this process a little quicker. We're just going to knock it out. Once it's knocked out, we're going to talk about what food gives it the best taming percentage, and then we're going to show off all its abilities and how you can use this guy. So make sure to stick around, hit the like button if you find this video useful, subscribe to come here for more videos, check out ARK the Complete Saga series, super fun. You can come and join that server, and I'll be back once this guy's knocked out. Okay, so while this guy's knocked out, we're going to talk about what foods this guy prefers to eat. Now, the best thing that you can feed it is kibble, which gives 100% taming effectiveness. It wants the extraordinary kibble. The extraordinary kibble is the kibble surrounded with blue. The second best thing that it wants is cooked lamb chops followed by raw lamb chops. And then after that, it likes the raw meat, the raw prime meat, the raw meat, the cooked prime fish. A list of everything that it likes is on the screen. Now for level 150 on official, you're going to need 8 extraordinary kibble, which that kibble is the wyvern / UT egg kibble, so keep that in mind. That's one of it's a high-end kibble, so you're going to be sort of late game before getting that. It wants 60 cooked lamb chops, 113 raw mutton at level 150, and the torpor drains incredibly fast. So you want to feed that guy narcotics, because that guy's going to wake up so quick. It's going to need narcotics. The torpor goes down so fast. Once this guy's tamed, and we've got him here, very cool, we can get him out of the trap by demolishing the trap, or if you've got pickup enabled on your server, you can pick it up. Saddle for this guy is at level 51, so it is before an RG, which is why I want to show you this method before having an RG. But if you have an RG, just pick it up and chuck it in. Let's get into some of these guys' attacks. So first of all, you've got a left click attack, which does sort of a bite and causes a bleed effect, which is pretty cool. As you can see, not bad. Bit of damage, bleed attack, very cool. You then have a C button, which does a roar. Now, from what I know, doesn't do a buff. I don't think it does a pack bonus or anything. It's just a roar. There's nothing really to it. But that's the only attack that it has on the ground. It does have a wall attack, though. If you walk up to a tree and press space and hold space, it will latch onto that tree. You can go up and down this tree, so you can hold up, you can go down. And this, it doesn't have to be any tree, it can be any surface that you can climb up. You can climb up any surface, but obviously we're using the tree because this is where this guy wants to go. So you're on the tree. Very cool. Now if you'll turn your camera around, this guy will turn around and you get sort of a little crosshair. Now this is the pounce attack. This is what happens to you. You can hit the majority of small creatures with this pounce attack. I want to see if we can get that Pteranodon. It really has to be in the range though, so at the moment there's no range. Once you've got it there and locked, you left click on PC, and as you can see it goes down, pounces on this guy, and starts munching away on it. This is what happens to you when it's a wild one. You're not always guaranteed a kill, but still, it's pretty cool. Like I said, this happens. You can do this on any surface. You can wait on any surface, turn around, and then attack something. You just got to get it in the crosshairs. We're going to try and do it to something over here. Something that's not a flyer. This guy is great for a getaway. You just run off. It's quite tanky. Then you're just like, okay, yep, see you later. Up the wall we go. And we're off. Hey, so that's all of its attacks. The main thing is it's pretty bulky. It's a tank. It can climb stuff. You can jump and pounce on stuff from walls, which you're on by turning around. You don't have to press any buttons. You just need to hold space to latch onto a wall, and then you can turn around. These things can slay anything if you level it up properly. These equal the power and stats of an aloe, and then with the bleed effect that it's got, so it does like a little bleed effect, which is pretty decent. I can't remember the exact percentage that it takes out of the health, but the bleed effect's pretty cool, especially if you keep hitting. It tops up, so it never runs out as long as you keep hitting the creature. This was a level 122. These sort of stats that you're looking at, they're not too bad in comparison. But this guy, you could take down alphas, gigas, titanosaurs, golems. You can take down the death worms, the reapers, and it can even hold its own on like extinction when you're doing the drops. So if you've got one of these guys, you try and do like the loot drop challenges, these guys can hold their own. They're extremely powerful. They're also a PvP, great at PvP. You're a great attacker, they're a great defender. So you can raid on the back of these guys, especially because you can get a weapon out, which makes them amazing. But you can attack with these guys, you can defend with these guys. They're actually awesome. Also great for traveling. As you can see, we're traveling right now. If you're doing the jump, because the stam hardly goes down. The stam hardly goes down, and you're doing this jump, and you can just keep going. It's great. It does take full damage, but it's at a reduced rate. So I did just jump off a cliff with this guy, but it didn't take that much damage. Because of its ability to climb trees and all that, you don't get as much of a full damage. It's sort of a lowered level. You can also use this guy for caves. So on Scorched Earth, where this guy was introduced, and currently on the ARK Complete Saga series, I use this guy for going into caves. It's fantastic. The caves on that map are not that difficult, but this guy's really tanky. It can jump past pretty much everything in the cave. You just keep running and jumping. You can get over everything, especially with the unique ability for it to climb stuff. You can just get away from anything really easily. And honestly, I've only recently been introduced to the Thylas. I never really used them until my Scorched Earth series. And they will replace direwolves, saber-tooths, I mean, even some of like the big mounts. It's like a big mount in a small package. It's amazing. And I love this guy. Recommend getting him. But that's how you tame a Thyla and a bit about its abilities and what it's good for. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the community, and I'll see you in the next episode. Have a fantastic day. Bye.